You don't get a bill for it. There's no notification, no receipt, no warning. But every single time you choose comfort over challenge, you're paying a tax. It's invisible, silent, and incredibly expensive. It's called the comfort zone tax. At first, it feels harmless. You hit snooze instead of waking up early. You scroll instead of starting that project. You stay quiet instead of speaking your mind. And you think, what's the harm? I'll do it tomorrow. But comfort has a way of charging interest. Because every moment you spend avoiding discomfort, you're not standing still. You're slowly moving backward. Opportunities expire, confidence fades, and potential atrophies like an unused muscle. You see, growth only happens in discomfort, but our brains are wired for safety, not for progress. That's why we cling to what's familiar, even when it quietly kills our ambition. There's a story about two friends who started together in the same company. Both were equally talented, but one took every opportunity that scared him, leading meetings, taking risks, failing publicly. The other waited until he felt ready. 5 years later, the first one was a leader. The second was still waiting for the right time. He didn't realize that time was the tax collector. The comfort zone is like a soft prison. The walls are invisible and the door is wide open. But the longer you stay inside, the harder it gets to walk out, because comfort doesn't just keep you safe, it makes you small. Think about it. Every goal you've ever wanted, confidence, success, fulfillment, they all live outside your comfort zone. And the only way to reach them is by paying upfront with discomfort, not later with regret. Regret is the most expensive tax there is. It doesn't charge you in money, it charges you in time, self-respect, and what could have beens. You know that moment before doing something scary? That tightness in your chest, your mind racing with what-ifs? That's the toll booth of growth. Most people turn around before they pay. But the people you admire most, they walk through it. Not because they don't feel fear, but because they've learned something powerful. Discomfort is the price of admission for a meaningful life. There's an illusion that someday we'll feel ready, that one day we'll have enough confidence to start. But here's the truth. Confidence doesn't come before action. It's built through it. You can't think your way into courage. You have to act your way into it. Imagine a stick figure standing at the edge of a cliff labeled comfort zone. Below is a bridge made of fear, uncertainty, effort. Across the bridge is everything they want: growth, freedom, purpose. Most people stand at the edge forever, convincing themselves the bridge is unsafe. But those who take a step realize the bridge builds itself as you walk. The comfort zone tax is tricky because it doesn't feel painful at first. In fact, it feels good. You feel relaxed, safe, in control. But over time, it quietly takes away your excitement, your drive, your edge. You become less curious, less courageous, less alive. You might say, but I'm just resting. Resting is recovery. Comfort is avoidance. And you can tell the difference by how you feel after. Rest recharges you. Comfort numbs you. There's a simple test for this. If what you're doing feels easy now but makes your future harder, that's comfort. If what you're doing feels hard now but makes your future easier, that's growth. You can avoid discomfort today, but you'll pay interest in regret later. Or you can embrace discomfort now and enjoy compound returns in growth. The comfort zone tax never stops collecting. The question is, do you want to pay in pain of discipline or pain of regret? Here's a secret. The discomfort you fear is rarely as bad as you imagine. Starting the workout, speaking up, applying for that job. The fear before it is always bigger than the reality. And once you act, you wonder why you waited so long. Because on the other side of discomfort is momentum, And momentum is freedom. The people who live extraordinary lives aren't fearless. They're just willing to feel discomfort more often. They've realized the cost of staying comfortable is far greater than the cost of stepping forward. So the next time your mind whispers, "I'll do it later," ask yourself, how much is this comfort costing me? Maybe it's costing your confidence. Maybe it's costing your dream. Maybe it's costing the version of yourself you were meant to become. You can't avoid paying, but you can choose what you pay for. Discomfort buys growth. Comfort buys regret. So pay wisely, because the comfort zone tax is due every day, and the only way to stop paying it is to step beyond it.